Furthermore, man, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh man, he can call them boys out. They grown men. He can call them offensive linemen out. If they playing like they trash, they should be able to handle the news that they gonna get dropped. They grown. And again, I always say this, it's so convenient when y'all want to call them grown and not. Cause, now if they get criticized and then if y'all support Prime telling them, hey, y'all gonna be gone next year in the middle of the season, if y'all support that, y'all calling them grown now. When Shador and them was doing crazy stuff on the field, Shiloh cussing dudes out, talking about he'll beat all their ass and all that type of stuff and crazy doing all that. The coverage that y'all gave them was, they just kids, they young, they just kids, they young. So either they grown or they young. Which one? Pick one. Either they kids or they grown. Okay, because if Shiloh and Shador and them kids, when they make mistakes, when they do silly stuff or foolish stuff, when they do stuff that is uncouth, if they kids, then the other boys, the offensive linemen, kids too. If y'all gonna call it like that, okay? And I think Coach Prime has to pick and choose when he's gonna call out things publicly. Because it's cool if you call people out publicly if you do it all across the board. Well, we know he doesn't. He doesn't call out Shiloh publicly when Shiloh doesn't play well or when he misses tackles. When he can't tackle in space. When he gives up big plays. He doesn't criticize Shiloh. Right? He doesn't criticize Shador. Shador's been playing excellent this season, but he doesn't criticize Shador when Shador makes mistakes. He doesn't. But if you really to say them boys' jobs is gone like that, and I get it. As a father, that's your baby boy out there, right? That's your son. You seeing your son get pummeled. You're going to be more emotional. You're going to be more frank with things. You're going to want to because that's your son out there. That's not just your quarterback. And I get that aspect, right? Me being a father, right? I have a son. I have a daughter. Me being a father, I get you want to protect your children. But at the same time, you have to be careful of the message that you relate to your team in the middle of a season. Because these boys got a nice amount of games to go against top-notch teams. Top-notch. Their schedule is brutal. Brutal after this, right? And if you publicly call for the jobs of your offensive linemen, say they're going to be gone, we're going to get some new linemen. Because at first he kept it, PC, kept it politically correct at first. He was just like, guys got to play better, etc. I'm paraphrasing, but ultimately it got to the end like, hey, we get new linemen up in here. We going to get some new linemen. We get new linemen. We get new ones. Now, if you telling them boys their job is gone, it's over with, it's going to be rough for some of them boys that want to play for you or want to block your son. Now, y'all know y'all going to say if they made it the right stuff, they'll do the right thing. Man, he's a young kid. He's like young of today's generation. A lot of them kids gonna say fuck you. Because they say fuck a lot of other grown people on a regular basis. They ain't going to care about Brown. They're like, okay, cool, we gone. All right, fuck it then. Your son be on suicide watch all the time. Your son be out here fighting for his life. Who gives a damn? Fuck it. They could say that. So he has to be careful about the messages that he sends and when he sends them, if you're not going to publicly criticize your own children as well. If you're not going to publicly criticize them, you gotta watch that because it's going to be hard for the team to want to galvanize behind you, if they know you're going to criticize them and not your own children. It's going to look funny, Sal. And it's going to be hard for them to want to fight for you and play for you. So he got to watch what he's doing. And, he got to be able to do that, handle that better. I know it's hard. That's your baby boy out there. You see him out there huffing and puffing, fighting for his life. That's your son. But at the same time, you got to worry about how things are going to go over across the team. Right? You got young boys in Prime's comment section. Because Prime just bigged up his two boys that played well, right? He bigged them up yesterday. You got boys that say, man, I remember you told me, one of the boys said, I remember you told me I would never block for your son. Now them boys ain't blocking for your son either, right? So Mars throwing shots. Some of these kids don't get no fuck. That's why I said people be like, they won't do that. They will block for Shador. Bullshit. They sit there and be like, all right, coach, you saying we gone, our jobs is gone, we're done? We going up out of here, we are gone, we're done? You saying that mid-season when we got games to play? Okay, fuck it then. Shador be on suicide watch, we ain't blocking for him. And they can get benched or sent home. And then the third string will be out there blocking for Shador, and Shador will be even in a worse position than he already is now. So then what? Then what? He be the third string, second string dudes out there, they doing a worse job than the first string. Then Shador's in an even worse situation than he is now. So that's the problem there. You know what I mean? So he got to pick and choose and be careful about when he's going to publicly criticize people. If he's not criticizing everybody all across the board, okay? Because he ain't criticized Travis Hunter, at times when Travis was getting ate up last game. But really that was on Prime too, because Prime playing on both sides of the ball when the boy just came back from a liver or kidney or some type of issue he had, liver. And he playing in Colorado, right? Colorado. We know about what you call it there, right? What am I looking for? What am I saying? We know about what am I saying? Golly. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the altitude in Colorado. Got him playing in that type of altitude on his first game back. Both sides of the football, all them damn snaps, that's on Prime. So yeah, he got to be careful about his coaching and when he calls people out, man. That's my thing. Be careful about it because them young boys ain't going to fight for your son. They not going to want to fight even more for him since you out there talking about their job gone and they going home. They're going to be like, all right, cool then. So Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.